Hello and welcome to Rocket League Ireland Ascending Star Grand Final. Today it was brought to you by Rocket League Ireland. I'm here today, Wazzito, followed by Graha RLIS, and we're going to
Hello,
be
hello.
casting over this game. Welcome, Graha. I'm sure you're happy to be along here, and I'm happy to be beside you.
Thank you, Waz. Delighted to be here. Couldn't have asked for a better partner.
Of
Great to have
course,
some
man,
lights at
really
it.
happy. As as they have messed up the lobby in the first game. It's over. Game 1 over. Final over. Done.
Enthralling.
Excellent. An excellent display. People are adding me as friends. Lobby's ruined. Right, we'll dip out. We'll dip out. No problem. No problems here. The Ascending Stars, never the brightest matches in the box, but I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out. All right. Well, hopefully everyone can figure out how to quit out of the lobby, and we will figure it out as we go on. Let's see.
Yeah, sure. Sure
GG's.
hope so. Yeah,
We'll just
Jesus.
call it a draw. No money out. All right.
Right.
Straight in again. All right. Let's
Wait for
go.
it again.
All good. Taking the
Okay,
win.
all good.
All good.
Good to go. Go on,
Good to
lads.
go. Right. Game 1. We'll start with the trees. Celtic Tigers are, of course, in the blue, as you can see from above. And we have Banshees in the orange. Of course, Dave Forehead, fan favourite here. Graha, do you think he's going to be able to live up to them expectations today?
Absolutely. Can't doubt say forehead. 100%.
Anyways, here we go. Squidgy just putting that shot wide. Going to be all the way back to Reen. Reen possibly tipped to be the greatest person in Ascending Star currently, Grad. Do you think his mechanics are really going to show himself here against the likes of Ultimate Tug, Ultimate Dangerous Gamer, I guess his name is in the Discord, and of course, Jenga Benga, the man from Navan.
Yeah, of course. Shout out to the Navman. Yeah, I think his mechanics are very, very good. Speaking of the man from Navman, he just turns one in.
Yeah,
Check
an
out
excellent
forcing that
goal.
into the goal. But yeah, Rian's stats really speak for himself so far this season. He's got one of the highest goal tallies at 2.7 average a game, and his shooting percentage is way up there as well. So it's not just hitting the ball and hoping it goes in. He's making real use of those mechanics and real use of those chances and converting quite a lot.
Yeah, Reen, I've played him quite a lot now at this stage, and he really is a player that I'm sure, I believe it was Squid. Squid picked him up here, so I'm sure Squid is going to be really, really pleased with the pick. And you know what? I think Squid, Dave, and Reen, of course, Squid and Dave, quite a lot of chemistry. They've been playing together for, I'd say, close to years now at this stage. And Reen, I'm hoping that he'll be able to fit right into that third man and be their mechanical mastermind at the back. We'll just have to see what they can actually do here, Gra.
Yeah, definitely. Came in as a sub, yeah, from the Rising Star tier, but he's mid-wave since he came in. Absolutely, he seems to gel into the rotation quite well.
And Squid throws that ball into midfield, but unfortunately for him, no one's going to be following up. We see Celtic Tigers sitting very far back. They're really struggling to push out. Team's just really playing a lot of big passive, maybe a bit nervous. Game 1, don't want to let any silly goals in to start it off. See, Ultimate Tug, what a great finish from Dangerous Gamer, Grad. That's an unbelievable goal.
Fantastic goal, yeah. That's a man whose goal tally is not quite as impressive as Rian's, but really slotting that in top bins there. Not much the lads could do to stop that.
Yeah, an excellent display. We have Reen now. 2 goals down, Reen, Squid and Forehead. We're really going to have to turn something around here, Grab. Of course, you can never win in final without winning the threes game, and at this stage, the Banshees, managed by lovely Cans, of course, is really looking the dominant force, and Celtic Tigers, managed by Squid G, who is, of course, playing there, player manager for once, is going to be really trying to turn this up. Maybe Squid, as the manager, will be able to get some words in, make the team calm the nerves a little bit. Do you think that'll help them a little bit, Grab?
100%. Yeah, we all know the power of a strong halftime talk, you know yourself. But hopefully they can get something going quickly here. 2-0 down, 2 minutes into the game so far. You know, this is tipped to be a very close game. They've played each other twice now, once at the very start of the season and once in the winners' playoff. And the Tigers took one win and the Banshees took a win in the other side of it. So, you know, quite an evenly matched team. And you see there, Tigers pulling one back. Bring it to
Pulling back
within one.
Squid with a great backward read, just a tiny bit quicker than Jenga Benga. Squid, of course, he's not usually the man you'd expect to be scoring a lot of goals, but in the past few weeks, guys, really been stepping up, playing a lot of ranked, making sure he's ready for this game. And I'm sure he'll be really excited to try and get the win for his own team.
Yeah, 100%. In terms of the numbers, he seems to be a bit of a maestro, a bit of a creator. He's up at nearly an assist a game. His goals are quite good as well, and he's another man, much like Rian, that converts his chances when he gets them. So great to see him slot that away, and that player manager coming in clutch straight away.
Yeah, it's going to be a really interesting game. I wonder, really, how Dave Ford, Squid, and Reen are going to change their playstyle here, because it really seems a very passive game, right? You know, everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. They're all just sitting back, just hitting the ball up. As we see a demo coming out from Squid, maybe that's their implications for the scoreline so far. Maybe thinking they need that more physical gameplay. Dave, in midfield, is going to take this one up the wall. Squid follows up well. There's going to be a ball into the opposition corner. Dave again, first man to challenge for a lot of times this game. He's going to keep that up. Maybe he's trying to hold that pressure. Jenga, of course, a player, but not with the most unbelievable mechanics. But Dave, with a very good read, Graha. What do you think happened here?
He gets that physical play. He's up for the demo. Look, and he spots the opportunity coming in on the great pass from Squid and just turns it in. Fantastic placement behind Jenga. Nothing he could do about it. Just going for those physical plays really paid off there.
Yeah, definitely Dave, or some people call him, save foreheads. The man that's usually known for his defensive prowess. Just turned it up today, the opposition half, and he's just going to really do a great job of just sneaking out from behind the goalie in his blind spot. Managed to squeeze that one into the far post. You wouldn't expect that much now, Graha, but I'm sure Dave was expecting it, and that's what he done it.
Absolutely, yeah. He's really keeping the pressure on so far this game.
Jenga hits that across, dangerous game where Dave Ford follows up well. I'm not sure how to pronounce this name exactly, Graha, but I'm just going to call him D. D. I'm just going to call him D for now.
It's Liam anyway.
It's Liam, okay.
It's Liam. We'll just go Liam.
It's Liam. Right, we'll go for Liam. Yeah, very strange name. Anyways, Jenga Benga in the 1v1 fake Squid, but he's able to get in the end of that. Not quite. Very close, Graha. Jenga Benga putting on a very good 1v1 display there. Just very close to squeezing it in.
Forehead keeping things cool, clearing it out though.
Definitely. Dave on the back wall. A bit awkward. Doesn't miss that back wall read, but again, we see Reen cleaning up for him. And this ball is going to be very awkward for Squid, who challenged a little bit too quick. Rolled the ball out a little bit further than he would have liked.
A little bit ambitious.
Liam couldn't really get that read on the back wall. Squid heading into midfield. We see a lot of pressure coming out now from the Banshees, Graha. Do you think this is going to be maintained for the next 30 seconds, or do you think Celtic Tigers might be able to sneak a counter-attack in for the goal?
They're doing well to keep this pressure on now. I feel like they could be settling into the game a little bit, maybe a little bit late, but I know the pressure's on. But yeah, Celtic Tigers do manage to get it out. Take some pressure of their own.
Reen, decent try to net just past that far right corner. Dave Ford following up well. Misses that second challenge. You look, but Reen is quick again to it. Reen, a very quick player. Dave pops it past the goal. He's rolling the foot to the net. But Squid is a little bit too far back. Doesn't want to overcommit. A great pass from Reen. Squid, bar post. A triple commit coming out from the Banshees. Can Dave put it in? He rolls it across. Squid!
That's a great finish.
This is Rocket League, right? This is what I've been waiting for my whole career. Casting, this is it.
Rian, the man of the hour, giving you your opportunity for This Is Rocket League.
Yeah, that is an unbelievable goal. You just see Celtic Tigers. They were just putting the ball up over and over again. Not really any meaning to the ball, but eventually the Banshees just let it go, and it just the triple commit, and the ball just ended up rolling right across the middle. Grad, do you think what's going to happen now? The morale's going to be down, and they're going to be able to turn it around for game 2?
I'm sure they'll be able to bounce back. Having played the Banshees now, we took a game off them, number 1, and they ended up getting that reverse sweep. I think they've got good mentality. I do think they'll give these lads a good run for their money for the rest of them as well. It's interesting. 2s is the actual only series that they dropped in league play, the Banshees. So they're going to have a strong showing here now, on top of that loss, to get that momentum back in action.
That's a very interesting statistic, that actually only dropping 2s. That's an unbelievably dominant display in league play. You won't see that very often. But do you think they'll be able to hold it true, or do you think they're going to be able to struggle here?
It'll be tough, but I think they can do it. I do think they can do it. The clinicality in that game is fantastic. Like, see lots of 1 shot, 1 goal, 2 shots, 1 goal. Just conversion rates from both teams are really, really impressive. Just seeing their chances and taking them.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see, because of course Reen, like we were saying before the game, is probably the most mechanical player on the pitch. And it'll be interesting to see, because we saw Solo last season in the final. He really struggled to just get his mechanics going. He was kind of getting caught out a little bit. He did manage to pull through in the end, but he wasn't really showing off as much as he was. His teammates had to help him a lot. We'll just have to see if Reen, maybe on the other foot, will be able to hold this game and get the win going.
Yeah, absolutely. The 2s will be a good indicator of how hot the mechanics are today. Curious to see the lineups here. I'm expecting Reen, Squid, Liam, Jenga. Okay, Liam, Jenga. Yeah, so Jenga, 4 wins, no losses, and 2s over league play. Liam with 3 wins, 1 loss. So that is their 1 loss. And then Ryan is also 3 for 1. Squidgy is 3 for 1 as well. So quite even here in terms of record going into this game. we've already talked about the mechanics. Let's see how these teams sit well with each other, see how they play with each other. And it's a fantastic start from the Celtic Tigers. Couldn't ask for much more, could you?
No, definitely not Squid. He just put the ball in an awkward place. You know, that's what you have to do in twos. You see Liam, he did manage to miss that corner boost, and ultimately that led to his demise. Squid just popped that ball into the corner. Liam with no boost. Really struggled on that recovery, and Squid just managed to roll it in. It's probably the best start you could look for in the game of twos. 6 seconds in, 1-0 for Celtic Tigers. Squid, again, very fast on stat. Liam on the back wall. Doesn't get the best clear, but Jenga will be there to follow up. Celtic Tigers again playing very far back. Don't want to overcommit for anything. Reen, great challenge. Just try and roll that ball back to Squid, who meets it well. Lobs that one up on top of Liam. Liam out to the corner. Squid follows up again. Lobs into the middle. Reen, we see Celtic Tigers a lot here, Graha, just sitting back, just not overcommitting at all. Do you think that might be their game plan? Just, wait for mistakes rather than go out and get the mistakes themselves?
He is given a lot of space here. I don't know if that's typical for him or if he's adapted his playstyle a little bit here, but let's see if it pays off. I don't know, he might end up changing that if things don't seem to work out, but so far so good.
Yep. See, an unfortunate miss there from Squid. He did have the open net, but I'm not sure if he realised. He kind of just hit that ball up, just trying to get it out more than anything. We'll see if he'll be able to turn it around. Of course, 1-0 still, Celtic Tigers. Squid lofting the ball into the middle. We see a lot of these just lobbed balls into the middle, Grab, but of course, like we were saying, they're staying very far back. It's a lot of wasted possession, and it might come back to punish them in the end in twos.
Yeah, I agree with you. They're giving quite a lot of respect and just letting these lads kind of do what they want, but they haven't been punished for it just yet, so I don't think anything will change until they do get that punishment.
Definitely. Reen. A good shot, and that is right in the top corner, Grab. Just as we were saying, Reen, again, showing his mechanics and just sticking one right in the top corner on the one chance he gets, being clinical again.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, he didn't give that space there. He was right there waiting for that bounce off the wall and turned in the top corner. A little deflection off Liam.
Yeah, definitely. Reen, probably, I'd safely say, the best pickup in the sending star. He was fairly flying under the radar. Not many managers really knew about him. I'd say he could have even pushed mid-range shooting star at this stage, right, with the statistics he's looking like. Do you think he would have been a little bit higher up, maybe, if more people knew about him and knew what rank he was and that kind of thing?
Well, any man, he was picked Rising Star. Any man picked Rising Star making this sort of a wave and sending star, you have to ask the question if people knew about him, would he have been picked where he was picked? But I think he's definitely made a name for himself over the last number of weeks of league play, and I think next season will be a very, very different story in terms of where he's picked up.
Yeah, definitely. Reen just lobbed that ball towards Squid, but Jenga again meets that well. Banshee's really just struggling to get some creativity going. The playmaking just really isn't there. It's just a lot of 1v2s and 1v1s for Banshees. Not really a lot of demo plays, teamwork, passing plays, any of that sort. Really struggling on the creative front.
Yeah, definitely. And I know they've got some... Ooh, it's very, very nearly made you eat your words there, Waz.
Yeah, they did.
I know Jenga Beng is a very good ones player, so might be inclined to go for those solo plays or take it down a little bit, but not really working out thus far. He needs to make use of his teammate, I think.
Reen doing some brilliant shadowing there, just taking that ball straight off the flick. Liam following up again. Reen again, just that first man challenge every time. He's winning that every single time. He's just holding that pressure, not letting Banshees have that space. Jenga just trying to dribble the ball, but again Reen just being a real physical player in the midfield, right? He's just really intercepting everything that's going on. He's not letting anything develop. He's just doing Squid a lot of favours in the net, I think. Yeah,
being an absolute nuisance in the most positive way I can use that word. Doing great things for the team here.
Definitely Squid taking his time. Doesn't quite get the bang he was looking for. Tries to get it over Jenga. He does so. It's going to be awkward for Liam. He did drift into the net. Squid's going to be quick onto that. Does get the demo. Will he be able to follow this up with a pass? Reen again, very far back. Not wanting to overcommit. Understandable with a minute and a half left and 2 up.
Absolutely.
Reen tries to get over both. He does so. Liam, very, very good save, Grant. What do you think happened there for Banshees?
Oh, this got caught out a little bit out of position there. Weren't expecting. I don't think they respected the air dribble, but Liam did very, very well to get under that and hit it off the bar. Absolutely.
Reen lobs that one out to the right hand side. Squid follows up quickly, but Liam's going to stay on this. He might actually, no, Reen is very, very quick up to that one. Straight away denying every sort of option Liam had in that aerial. Squid taking his time here. He doesn't manage to get through Jenga. It's going to be 1v1. Jenga's going to be returning. Does get that challenge. Very good rotation from Jenga. Squid just slapped that one over to the right hand side. Reen knows his teammate will be back after the demo, so he doesn't manage to get up straight away. First man challenge. Jenga losing his teammate now. It's going to be 2v1, and Reen again. We see this nuisance play coming out from Reen. Just an absolute alpha in there defending. You think this is going to really help them? It's really struggling for Banshees to develop here.
Yeah, absolutely. Those demos are doing some serious work. You're taking out half the team there. He got both of the lads there, took out 100% of the team right out of the game. Just, stops any sort of momentum they had going. Takes away any chances they had. Fantastic job on the physicality here.
Squid's taking his time in his own corner. He knows he only has 18 seconds. He doesn't have to rush anything. Just go for a 50, which he does manage. Just 2 demos, but Squid did very luckily manage to get it past Liam here. Liam, again, just wasting out the time. No sense of urgency here. And Banshees and Reen sneaks his nose in and just takes 3-0.
Absolutely, yeah. At times he might have been sitting back, but Reen really got up there when he needed to and took his chances when he had to. It's a great interception of a pass there. The lads, though, definitely lacking a sense of urgency. 20 seconds left, down by 2. Might be kicking themselves with this one. They had a lot of space, a lot of options, I think, but just couldn't convert, couldn't gel too well.
Yeah, definitely. You see Celtic Tigers it looks like they're playing a tactical masterclass in some ways. Just letting them have that space, just sitting back, and just once they have any sort of attack coming on, Reen is straight away up to that first man. Squid is doing a great job following up, and look at that, exactly 4-16 each. That just shows you how well they're playing together.
Yeah, absolutely. Really moved as a unit there. I think their comms seem like they're decent. Can't hear them, but just the way that they're moving, the way they're going for different balls, things like that. I think they're working really, really well as a team. I think Banshees have to reset here before they go into ones.
Yeah, the ones, of course. Ones can go either way, especially a best of 1. But this ones game in particular, 2-0 down. The Banshees will be really, really unfortunate if they manage to lose this game. And I don't want to put a curse on this, but I highly, highly fancy Reen to take this ones game, as he is a very, very good ones player. What do you think?
Reen is a good ones player, absolutely. But I tell you, Jenga Benga is also a good ones player. They met each other recently enough, and the Banshees won the ones twice when they played in the winners bracket.
That's interesting. Very.
Yeah, so I think there were some technical difficulties, but on the day, Banshees took it twice, but I don't know. I think we might be in for some sort of a surprise here. We're in for a great game anyway, whatever happens.
Yeah, of course, ones really, really can't go anyway. Play styles don't match up. A person mechanically worse might be able to take a game, and especially in the best of 1. People don't really have that usual time they're used to adapt, change their play style. And hopefully we'll see a very close ones game, of course. We never like to see a blowout. And of course, Reen, I'd love to see a nice little flip reset goal or some sort out coming out of him, bro. What you think?
I think if he gets a bit of a cushion, he might end up going for it 100%. That's his play style. But I don't know if Jenga's going to give him that opportunity.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Reen against Jenga, of course, starting on diagonal kickoff. I think Reen does do a flip or a wave dash here. He did go for one, and he does win that kickoff. Very dominant win here. Reen taking up his own wall. Taking his time now. Ball. Top of the HUD. Goes for that flick. Doesn't quite get the flick he was looking for. Stays close on Jenga, but Jenga's right past him. 0 boost. Will he be able to follow it up? He does. Straight away, Graha. We see Jenga just sitting back, and then getting that challenge on time. Going straight up and scoring.
He did well there with the lack of boost that he had. Did well to pick up a pad, and Reen went for the bump. That was his only saving grace, but Jenga was up and Jenga got to it. Yeah, good there for Jenga.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see how this plays out, because of course in the 2s we saw Reen play a rather passive play style, didn't really want to push up. It'd be interesting to see if he changes that for the ones, or is he going to stick to that defensive way. And of course from the start we see Reen banging a long shot, and I think that's just going to lob right in, Graha. What happened here for Jenga?
Bit of an overcommit. Just a little slow to recover there, I think. Reen just spotted the chance and hit that lob from behind the halfway. Oof.
Yeah, it's just a great finish from Reen. He's not going to be missing them chances anytime, I don't think. No. Reen on the long kickoff. Does lose this again. Jenga. A very strong kickoff from Jenga. Not a very fast one, but a very dominant one when he does get there. And he lobs that one into the far post. Graha, what is going on in this defence?
Some back and forth action here. The offense is firing on all cylinders, but definitely some defense to be warmed up to and defense to come into play here. I think both players are the type to give a bit of room. And I also think both players are the type to convert if they get given that space. So this could be a bit of a goal fest.
Yeah, I'm sure both managers at this stage will be head in hands just thinking, what's going on here? Someone needs to sort out this defence. I think the person that manages to sort out that defence first will really be the driver's seat of this ones game. Jenga trying to shadow off the defence. Reen goes for the bump. He does get it. Will Jenga be able to recover? He does. And Reen's used all his boost here, Graha. It's going to be really hard for him to get back. He does manage to try and get back, yeah. A great challenge from Reen. What do you think's going through Jenga's head at this stage? What do you think he's going to be trying to defend against?
I don't know. Reen seems to have a bit of a speed advantage here. He's gone for a couple of flicks. I think Jenga's got to be wary of those flicks. I know they haven't really hit the back of the target yet, but he's shown some promise with those, and I feel like they could be coming up very soon. So I think they're definitely weighing on the back of his mind somewhere.
Definitely. I'm sure every person that comes into a game against Reen is always thinking, what can this man do with the ball? And he can do quite a lot, and it's very hard to defend against someone who can do so many things from one position. But we'll see. Jenga, of course, a man from Navan, just has it in the blood that he's going to be an unbelievable player, so we can't argue with him. I'm sure he'll be able to do something, yeah. Of course, it's 2-1 up, 3 minutes on the clock. He's doing very well to just hold off Reen. He's really not letting Reen have too many chances. Of course, Reen's only goal was a very long-range shot. He just managed to throw that one wide. Do you think Jenga will maybe just be trying to like chew down the clock a little bit, Graha? Just stay really close to the ball, just waste it out a little bit as much as you can?
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe in the next minute or two. As I have some direct experience playing against Jenga in ones in RLIS, and he did exactly that in one of our games. Just knocked it around the back corner for a while, but I don't think he can do it now with Reen equalising.
No, Reen, just showing his mechanics again. Just a nice little air dribble, just cool as a cucumber. You know, drops it right in the top corner. Really hard to defend against when it goes straight over your head like that. Especially Jenga. Maybe not expecting, maybe expect a little bit of a slower dribble or maybe a shot of some sort. But Reen, just like I was saying, can just do so many things from one position. Jenga played that really smart, did fake Reen and managed to get the boost and the ball. Reen doesn't miss that mid boost here. And Jenga might have just squeezed this one in. Reen with a very silly mistake, just going back for that mid boost that he missed.
Yeah, absolutely, just got punished. We'll say unlucky to miss it the first time, but probably not the best option to go for it the second time there. And Jenga capitalizes. Good vision from him to realise Reen didn't have the boost and went back for it.
Yeah, definitely. You know, maybe just the nerves kind of got to him. You know, Jenga, ball in the hood, looking very cool on the ball, and Reen looking down at his boost, seeing the 0, just thinking, oh no, I need to go get something here. Maybe would have been priority there for maybe someone thinking maybe get pads, something like that lines, but Reen, it's hard to think of in hindsight 2020, you know, it's just hard to think of in the moment, and unfortunately for him, he got punished by Jenga.
Absolutely. I think he'll be more cognizant of it going forward after conceding off it and losing that lead once again.
Definitely. Jenga again. He's just getting them nice little flicks, you know, he's not really doing anything special. He's just getting them flicks, getting the ball, getting the boost, just really making Reen feel that pressure, and Reen does very well to get out here. He's going to go for the Doomsy. Jenga again, right behind them, following up. Jenga.
Yeah, Jenga really giving him no space to play here, just getting those demos in. Reen's doing a good job to conserve his boost while on that defense. Jenga getting really physical, and there's Reen getting him with one right back. Anything you can do, I can do.
Definitely. Reen follows up with that one near post. Doesn't quite get that flick, just kind of a pop. Jenga might be able to squeeze it within if he can get across, but he leaves it. Jenga again just feeling very, very passive, just playing for the smart type game. Really not trying to do anything flashy, just, you know, sitting back, just letting Reen have his dribbles, and him just intercepting them as he gets closer. It'd be really, really interesting to see if Jenga will be able to hold this lead, because I think if Jenga stays within one goal, I think Reen is going to be very, very nervous here trying to get this last goal back.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe not the goal fest that we were expecting and that we thought at the start of the game. Things have really kind of taken, the pace has really taken a turn here. But some back and forth action here, and Reen's going to have to do something. Just over a minute left, down by 1.
Yeah, both players really did warm up into this game. Jenga with a poor miss, and Reen's going to be able to capitalise on that one, Graha. What's going through Jenga's head at this stage?
Maybe it was the one goal lead got to the other person's head, maybe. Bit of a questionable attempt. This is unfortunate, yeah. Hopefully that doesn't let him rock him too much, and he can keep this competitive and, you know, finish this out strong.
Yeah, of course, it's always a sign of a good ones player if they can just throw away them goals. You know, ones, a game with so many goal chances, everyone can score 10, 15 goals. Doesn't matter if you're able to attack, you'll score plenty of goals. And the people that usually don't drop the head usually come out on top. And Reen does pop it past Jenga, and we see maybe that mental gap coming out from right there, Graha, when he just dove right in on that ball. He's not thinking as smart as he was before.
Yeah, no, that's uncharacteristic based on what we've seen so far. I think he just needs to reset, take a few deep breaths, play his game.
Jenga, 4-3 down, 46 on the clock. He's going to be going for this long straight kick off. He was winning these in the past. Reen manages to win this one, maybe showing a turn of tide in this match, and Reen sticks one in for 5-3.
Yeah, the momentum is well and truly swinging now. 3 in quick succession. And taking those kickoffs that he wasn't taking at the start of the game as well. He might have Jenga's number.
Yeah, and of course, like we were saying, this is a very, very important game. This would lead to a match point for Celtic Tigers in the Century Star Grand Final. And Banshees will really, really be on the ropes if they manage to lose this one's game, especially after being in the lead for so long. Green slaps that one out to his own corner. Jenga follows that up well, staying close. Misses that ball again, Graha. We just see, it looks like he's just really struggling to find his flow again after he conceded that first miss.
Seems a little bit misgrooved, but look, if there's any playlist in which you can come back 2 goals with 20 seconds, it's once. So we'll stay hopeful for now, but yeah, I don't know.
Jenga, again, just you see him, he's dropping the ball off the car. He's just really struggling to find it. And with 10 seconds on the clock, Reen is just going to sit. And he's just going to clear this ball out. But Jenga finds one, Graha. 6 seconds on the clock. What do you think?
There's a bit of hope, huh? It might be the hope that kills you, but I'm on Team Jenga right now. I'm looking for a draw. I need that excitement in my life. Yep.
Jenga, and that was a poor error from Reen. Maybe the karma is going to come back after Jenga's poor error to concede the losing goal. Jenga, he does win the kickoff, but unfortunately for him, Reen managed to get the boost, and Reen's just going to put that down, and that's the Celtic Tigers match point, Graha. What happened?
I think Reen just got a bit of momentum there, got the swing. Jenga maybe just losing sight of his play style a little bit, dropped a couple of goals, and it's unfortunate. But 5-4, it was a great competitive game. Maybe not as many goals as I thought, but definitely 2 evenly matched players there. Reen coming on top.
Yeah, it was a very, very weird start to the game considering what it turned out to in the end. You know, it was a very one goal over and back game. But Jenga and Reen they really matched each other's play style very well in that ones game. And unfortunately for Jenga, just that silly mistake just really cost him this game, and that's what happens in ones.
Yeah, it's a punishing game mode. There's no one there to back you up.
Yep, we will see though. Trio down. We've seen plenty of reverse sweeps in the best of 7, but it will have to be 4 in a row for Banshees. I'm sure love to Kansas at this stage. He's going to go for the ones again. Jenga Benga's going to go for the ones. Who do you think they're going to be throwing out for the Tigers and this Banshees here?
Looking at the records, I think it'll be Liam. Liam's played 1-2 in league play, and then for the Tigers, sorry, I think it would probably be Squid. Squid's 1-0 in the ones. Forehead is 0-2 in league play, so I think it might be Squid and Liam.
As much as I'm thinking the same as you, I would still love to see a save forward coming out in the ones final there. And it is.
And we do.
Dave Ford has come out in the ones. The admin of Rocket League
champ.
Ireland. Here we go. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people rooting for him in the chat. We'll see what he can do if he can start off the same as Jenga and maybe finish it out better than Jenga did last time.
This will definitely be a tough game for Dave Forehead, but I do think he'll have a lot of support here. Liam taking 2-0 wins over both Redport and Wrench during league play here, but both good players. So Forehead's going to have a tough game here, but if anyone can do it, Dave Forehead.
Yeah, I'm sure, as we just about to say, the ball just going for Liam, but I'm sure Dave Forehead doesn't really have that same nerves as Liam might be feeling right now. Dave, a man that's been on stream plenty of times, a man that's been cast, and he's really used to this type of pressure. And maybe that might just turn it in his favour, even though he's 1-0 down, 16 seconds are gone.
Absolutely. We saw last game the power of the mentality, so if he can keep us cool here, he might do well.
Yeah, Dave, and there you go. Bang. 1-all.
Cool
Simple as that, Graha. 6 seconds on the clock on. What do you think's going to go through Liam's head at this stage?
I don't know. I think he'll be happy with that first goal. Just there. He'll be kicking himself at the kickoff, I think. If he can adjust, I think he'll be fine. But I think Forehead won the first kickoff as well, so just got to be a bit wary of those. Oof.
A very strange kickoff there. I'm not sure actually what happened. Somehow Dave managed to miss the ball completely and demo Liam. Let's see what Dave can do. Ball on the hood. Nice little dribble going. Does manage to drop it off. Goes for the 50. And this is a good chance for Dave. Is he able to put it in? He is, Graha. 2-1.
Dave Forehead keeps us cool once again. Just ball bounces out quite nicely for him, and he's able to tuck that away. Liam can't get back fast enough.
Yeah, it wasn't the most ferocious strike I've ever seen, but you know what? It went into the net and it counts all the same. Absolutely. So we'll see. Liam is going to be trying to turn this tide. He does. Wins that kick up very, very strong. Will he be able to put it away? He's put it wide, Graha. Is that the nerves getting to him in the final?
I'd have to say so. Look, we're going to see some mechanical errors here anyway by virtue of the league, but just there, another one. I think Liam might need to reset and, just like his teammate, take a couple of deep breaths here.
I think so. I think Liam He's well used to. He saw Jenga do it. And that's a great shot by Liam. As just we're talking about resetting, that's a great equalising goal. Maybe that might just turn his emotions back on track and let him finish off this game well.
Absolutely. If there's any kind of stimulus that can change the tide here, it's a goal like that.
Day 4 is on diagonal kickoff. He has won both of these in this series so far. Will he be able to follow it up? He does. Dave,
That
quite
three.
an underrated kickoff, and he's managed to hit the post. Grab. What is going on in this one's game?
That was quite unfortunate. Didn't have a lot of time to get to that, but he's on the defensive here now. Save forehead, you couldn't doubt him there in that defense. Once again, on him in a flash.
And he just, I don't know what is going on in this game, Grab. People are just missing every shot they take. It's going to be a very, very interesting game, I think. It's going to be a lot of mistakes going through, I think. Liam.
Yeah, it'll make for some interesting Rocket League, absolutely.
Very, very strange attack. I'm not sure what's going on, really. This is like the weirdest ones game I think I've ever seen. But we'll have to see. And there we go. Liam rolls it in. I am extremely confused on what to think right here. I don't know what is going on. But we'll just let it play out and I'll just do my best and look.
Absolutely, maybe some questionable decisions here, but 3-2.
3-2, Dave forward, down 3-2. Liam losing that kick up again. Dave, he's like a ones man here, and he's put it wide again, Graha. What is going on? And Liam, he's missed it as well. No, it's in.
It's in. It's in.
Oh my God, Graha, you need to save me. I don't know what to look at. This is a ridiculous game.
Few chances need to be converted, I think. Yeah. They're being created. I think if Forehead can start converting off these kickoffs, he can start swinging things over really, really quickly because he's doing well to win them, but it's just the tucking away at the end. Can't really put it to bed.
Yeah, I'm sure plenty of time left in the clock. As intense as this is, the clock doesn't speed up. And Dave, will he be able to shoot in this one? And he takes his time, Graha. He doesn't want any more misses, and he managed to put that in for 4-3.
I appreciate that. No, I get that. Take it slow, secure it. No need to rush things. Down by 1, but there's loads and loads of time here. Just reset, slot into the middle of the net.
That's it. That might just help him, put his shooting back on track. I'm sure his mind is going crazy when he saw that goal open up again. Didn't know what to do with it, but we'll see. He's playing it very smart here, Dave. He's really not giving him any space. He's playing it like a true onesman, making sure Liam isn't able to do it. He knows his mechanics probably aren't on par with most people in this tier, but he does have the brains to keep up a lot. Liam rolling that back to his own corner. He's going to be following this one close. Takes his 100 boost. Dave staying back, just letting him have his own time in the half. Dave does manage to miss that boost. I'm pretty sure he got the mid, so he should be fine. But again, Liam, just with that hook shot, right? There's just nothing's really working in this one's game as Ford gets faked out.
No, the posts are taking quite a beating here. They can just get their sights a little bit more to the centre. They'll be looking to convert a lot more, but there are chances for both lads here. It's just the conversion is letting them both down. I'd say about equally as well.
Again, Graha, this is... I can't tell if I'm watching a Johnny Boy show match or a Rocket League Ireland tournament here.
Clinical, professional, top-level gameplay.
Rocket League. This is if you're looking for a game of Rocket League to watch at 11 o'clock at night in Ireland, this is what you should tune into right here. This is what you're going to learn from. This is what you take notes from. Liam, again, just a double miss on the kickoff. Again, this is the peak performance of an Irish man and a Welshman, as Liam is. Liam taking his time. Just forehead. It's just he's playing like save forehead. He's just sitting in net.
He's giving him quite a lot of room. Confident in his ability to clean that ball away.
Taking his time on a nice dribble. Doesn't quite get the flick he's looking for. Just kind of a shot on net. He just turned out well. Takes his time, reads that wall. Does get the bump on Liam, at least easing the pressure off. He has a little bit of boost. Yeah, an interesting move there just to roll the ball towards Liam.
He's expecting the 50 a lot faster there.
Yeah,
if he went, it would have been great, but...
Yeah. Forward, taking his time, taking it up his own back wall. He's going to be trying to get this past Liam, but again, Liam just turned, and forward just doesn't really react to that at all. Will Liam be able to turn this one in? Brings it back across the net. Again, another miss.
Forehead did well to get the bump there. I think Liam would have converted that one if he was given the opportunity.
Yeah, I think so. I think Forehead just doing well to interfere with that near post. Liam following this one very closely. Forehead again missing that ball, and I think Forehead did manage to sneakily grab that boost, which would be very lucky for him, because if he did miss that boost, that'd be a rough one.
Yeah, 100%. Forehead going for some nice 50s, but Liam's staying very, very passive and not really going for them. So we're just leaving Forehead kind of out of position, taking it slow here again. Ooh.
Forehead trying to turn this one in. 6 seconds on the clock. This is the exact same scoreline as what we had last game, with the same time of the clock. This is ridiculously unlikely. We'll see if the outcome can maybe change it. We'll see what happens. Forehead, of course.
The only difference, and it's a critical one, is it's the opposite teams. This is to keep the lads in. Start that reverse sweep up and going. What can Forehead do about it? 5 seconds.
Forehead bringing this one up the wall. Will we see a Forehead air dribble? He's going for it, but I'm not sure what he's looking at. But he's definitely not going towards the goals. But there we go. Banshees 3-1. Graha is the comeback on reverse sweep.
It'll be quite the job, but if it happens, we'll all be thankful we were here to witness it. Yeah, Forehead had a tough game there up for him, but definitely had his chances.
Yeah, definitely had the chances.
Yeah.
It was just a very, very strange thing to look at. Just chance after chance. I know the shooting percentage doesn't really display that, because the shots were that wayward that they just weren't even counting the shots. It was really strange. Not used to seeing such misses. But you know what? Liam done well. As you were saying, he was favourite heading into it, and he did manage to just keep that favourite lead. But of course, Celtic Tigers, the last time we've seen them in threes, they really did dominate. Do you think they'll be able to hold that true now, or do you think the momentum might swing after Liam won that ones game?
Rian's still coming off the back of a win as well. I don't think momentum will swing too much, but especially they've got some veterans there in Forehead and Squid. I think they'll be able to keep things together, especially with Squid being that player manager and in that voice call. I think he'll be rallying the troops, so to speak.
Yep, I'll have to agree with you there. Rian, very quick one out to that. Destroying Liam's one chance of shooting on net. Dangerous gamer slams that one out to his own left corner, but of course we see Rian did manage to miss that corner, because that might choose to be important, which it just is. What happened here, Graha?
I don't even know. Rian missing that boost once again. We saw it happen to him in the ones. They're punished, but great bar down finish from Jenga Benga. It's going to be a hard one to save with boost as well. Yeah,
definitely. Really can't take away from that finish. It's a very hard shot, and a very strange way that he took the shot. But you know, it really did pay off, just lobbing that one in. And we have a Rule 1 in the centre of the pitch, Graha.
Right in the middle. Iconic. I don't think either of those lads are going to break it as well.
I don't think so. I think Dangerous Gamer and Ford are well intact. Rian taking his time. I think, you know what? Oh, Squid has destroyed them.
Squid G's not messing about.
Cans would be well happy with that one. Yeah, that's what he's thinking. Anyways, Dangerous Gamer taking up his own right wall. Dave, second man, does get that challenge, but puts Squid in a bit of an awkward place. Dangerous Gamer does manage to steal that boost and rotate out. Jenga does win that tip off, or win the F50. Rian flicks over Liam. Gets the demo, but Squid, maybe not aware, doesn't have that awareness to see that Rian is going to manage to get that demo, didn't have that trust. Rian, third man back, last man. Very, very quick to get that one out. That's going to be over his head. He does pop that one out towards middle. Rian beats into the corner. This is going to be an open net. If Dave can squeeze this one in, and he puts it, miss again, Graha. Dave on a fake from Jenga. This is a very ridiculous scenarios going on here, I think, Graha. What is happening?
Yeah, an unfortunate miss there, but a great fake from Jenga Benga. With Rian trying to get that hit before he came out. Squidgy was a little bit far back, playing that bit more defensive, I think. He did come up quickly when the ball spilled out, though. Dealing with things fairly well so far, but yeah, an unusual passage of play.
Yeah, it's really, this game, I think the nerves are from all players really are really just showing. People are just really, really nervous. I think nearly being at that match point and then losing that ones game, I think it really might affect Celtic Tigers. So I'm sure that reverse sweep is going to be always in the back of your mind, especially heading into a game mode where Jenga Benga is probably playing at the peak of his career at this stage.
Yeah, absolutely. Jenga playing really, really well.
Rian doesn't quite get that double he's looking for. Dave slams that one across the middle. Liam taps it out well. No one there. Dave tries to turn, yeah. Jenga does manage to roll it right past him. Rian on the left hand wall throws that one in. He's going for the double. Very, very close, Graha. We know Reen is capable of doing them doubles. Do you think he maybe can go for more aerial assaults, or do you think he's going to stick to his normal passive gameplay?
I think he might start to come out of his shell here and come into form. Even just going for that one there, I don't think I saw him go for one in the first game. Seems to have found his form, and he's a man that can hit them for sure. But Banshees with some good backboard defense in there, and if they can keep that up, they might be doing well to stop him.
Yeah, cracking save there for Liam. That was a certain goal for Dave Forehead, rolling in on the midfield with an open net. Reen on his own back wall. Jenga above him. Does get that bump. It's going to be a very important one. A dangerous gamer. Not quite quick enough up to that one. Squids. Reen follows up well. Jenga again. Jenga just being that defensive rock that Banshees really need in this situation. Squid. Great rollout. Dave, second man. We see a great rotation going on for Celtic Tigers, and they're going to be able to punish. They are. Reen tucks that one straight down the centre of the goals, with Jenga retreating very hastily, but not quite able to get back.
Great finish, great pressure from the lads. Maybe a little bit slow on the rotational side from the Banshees, but well tucked away by Reen. 1-1, all to play for, a minute and a half left. This will be exciting final minute.
It really will. This is it, Grant. This is the end for Banshees. If they can't hold this lead and get it going. Forehead in his own corner. Slams that one out on the right hand wall. Liam follows up very quickly. Just going to roll across the Squid. Squid beating that ball by Dangerous Gamer. Reen. Quick out to that one. Squid for the redirect. Doesn't quite get the contact he was looking for. But Reen again following up very quick. Dave drops that one in awkward for Liam. Jenga again being that defensive rock. Slamming that one straight out. Dangerous Gamer. Straight away challenged by Reen. Liam follows up Dave. Good 50 for Dave there, rolling right across his own team with a lot of space. Squid does give possession to Jenga. What do you think is going to happen here, Graf? Final minute, who do you think?
I think pressure's going the way of the Celtic Tigers here, but the Banshees are doing well with the chance that they do have. Forehead is doing a fantastic job of keeping that pressure on and closing people down quickly, really not giving them an inch to breathe, but they've been under a bit of an onslaught of pressure here for the last 10-15 seconds.
Yeah, definitely. We see Liam in his own corner here. Squid gets that one under, and this is going to be dangerous here. Double commit from the Banshees. Dangerous Gamer does do well, though. Forehead. This is going to be really awkward for Banshees with Reen going up. Doesn't quite get that read. Rolls that one out. Just get the bump. Forehead. Bit of space. Out to Squid. Reen pops over the goalie, but Jenga again. Just being that rock, right? They just cannot get past Jenga in that.
Jenga Benga doing a stellar job here. Nothing getting past them. Lads can't get past them. Can't convert. Can't finish. Really, the saving grace of the team, you'd have to say. And it looks like, unless a miracle happens, we're going into OT.
Yeah, and there it is. Overtime. Game 6. Or, sorry, Game 5. This will be... I'm so confused. This... Oh my god. Okay. We're in this game. Game 5. Okay, this game. No problem, man. Right, we're going in. Dave. Squid over his head. Dave's going to be really awkward. He has to get up. He does. Very, very important touch there for Dave. I'm sure Liam was very, very happy there to get that shot. Squid. Again, doing very well. Drops that down to Dave, unfortunately for Dangerous Gamer. Squid following up second man. Reen. Very quick up for that. That just might sneak in, Graha. No, very close.
Liam touches that away. Yeah, absolutely. But bit of a thriller there. Squid, she's up quick.
It's going to be open net, but Jenga again, the saviour for the Banshees. I'm sure Cans sitting there, he's just really, he's shocked. He doesn't know what to think. His team is just not performing like they should be on the attack. Celtic Tigers. Dave on his own corner, following up quick. Liam does do very well to slam that one over to his team with Dangerous Gamer, and Dangerous Gamer puts in a knocker spot. Liam tucks it home. What is going on, Graha? 3-2 now in the series.
That whole play looked dangerous. You could see it coming. Reen on his own in the back. Tough one to stop. 3-2. All to play for.
Yeah, I think
the reverse dream is alive.
Yeah, the reverse was most certainly alive, especially after taking the trees. Probably a Celtic Tiger favoured mode. But I think what happened, Reen was there, Graha. Maybe he didn't notice that a Dangerous Gamer was on his own corner, and he just kind of got caught out, and then it was too late. He was too far out. And then once Dangerous Gamer got that really, really good centre, it was all Liam, and Liam just took that one home, cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit out of position maybe, but great pass into the middle, and really good finish then as well. Rough spot, but we're into twos now. Obviously, Celtic Tigers took game 1 of the twos. Any predictions on any sort of lineup here going into this?
I'm sure Reen, and I'm going to have to say Jenga. Jenga's probably going to come out for the twos. We see Reen in forehead, and probably I'd say Jenga and Liam.
I think that is it.
It's not.
It's Liam
Jenga, Dangerous
no,
Gamer.
Liam
Or,
Dangerous
sorry,
Gamer.
Liam, a Dangerous Gamer, yeah. There we go. On paper, I'd have to side with the Celtic Tigers in this game, but you know, the momentum really has swung, and Banshees really look to be trying a lot different than they were at the start of these series.
Yeah, 100%. In terms of league play again, just to throw some more numbers at you with the two lads that have come in. I haven't played the twos yet. Forehead 0-2 in league playing twos, and Dangerous Gamer 1-1.
That's very interesting. That actually forehead. Has he won a series outside the trees in league play?
Not that my numbers reflect.
Maybe not. Maybe not the best league play forehead we've seen. But you know what? With him being forehead, I'm sure he's going to be able to play a lot better in the final. And you know, he really was very, very close taking that ones game. I think he was very unfortunate that his shooting really wasn't there for him today.
Absolutely. I think his head's in the right place. I don't think that was a mental thing. Just lack of clinicality.
Reen. I'm sure Reen as well. Being on the pitch for Reen always helps because Forehead kind of knows that he doesn't really have to be that scorer that he's wanting to be in ones. Reen throwing that one across to Dave. Dave's following up close. He does manage to pop a pass and it's a decent touch over to Liam, but Liam again just on the backflip. Reen with a poor miss, and this is going to be a really hard place to get back, but lucky for him, Liam doesn't have that boost. Forehead puts it over the top. Reen has to get back, which he does. Takes that epic save points. This is awkward for Dangerous Gamer, but just get it. Forehead in an awkward place. Just pops that ball out, but Liam's going to be quick to it. Can Liam put this one in? He side flips, but it's going to be an open net for Dangerous Gamer, who chucks it home, Graha. 1.5 gone, 1-0 Banshees.
1-0 Banshees, yeah. All the pressure coming up from the Banshees here. I think it was one offensive opportunity for the Celtic Tigers, and outside of that, it's been Banshees.
Yeah, it's a really interesting start to the game. It really does look like Reen and Forehead just lacking on their attack. They were looking very, very strong in the first threes game, and then heading into twos with Reen and Squids. And Reen, very unlucky with that air dribble. But this is going to be awkward again for Liam. Reen's going to take his time, he's going to drop it back. Maybe a smart idea, slow the game down a little bit. Being this fast doesn't really work for Reen. He likes having possession, he likes being close at that ball. Dangerous Gamer rolls that one up his own left hand wall. Let's just put that one middle to Liam. Great pass, but Liam isn't able to get that shot on target. Dangerous Gamer staying very close on Reen here, doesn't want to give him any space. Reen does get pumped, but he's going to stay close. Tries to flip past Liam, but Liam just sits back, lets him do it. What do you think, Graha? Who is going to make this tide turn? Do you think Reen's going to be able to turn it around, or do you think the Banshees are going to be able to sit and hold?
I think that says a lot there. Banshees have all the momentum here. Maybe a bit of miscommunication on the side of Celtic Tigers. But yeah, Banshees are swinging that momentum. Taking two in a row, looking to make it three here. 2 goals ahead, 2.5 minutes left. I don't know. It'll be a tough swing for the lads to come back now. It seems like the world is against them. But yeah, absolutely. Banshees doing a good job at getting that lead and keeping that pressure on.
Yeah, I'm sure Lovely Cans at this stage will be smiling ear to ear with his team's performance. Maybe not the start.
As long as he didn't turn the stream off after the first 3 games, yeah, absolutely. He'll have to be happy with how things are now.
It wouldn't surprise me. His team would not playing up to their usual standard, being only dropping 1 game, and there we go again. Dangerous Gamer is just peaking right now, Graha. He's just doing everything right.
Yeah, he's playing really, really well. The lads have well and truly found their form, and it's going to be if they take this, it'll be a tough final game. It'll be very, very exciting.
And you know what? We'll be heading into the trees for the final game, and of course, both teams now have both won the trees game, and both times they were very, very close games. Both teams just making very silly mistakes to throw this lead. And to be honest, Graha, I know choose a game that concedes a lot of goals, but I really don't see any creativity coming out here from Celtic Tigers. It's going to be a really, really big decisive moment for them to be able to turn this one around. It really looks like their morale's gone. They're just really shook to their core at this stage.
Yeah, got to agree with you there. It'll either take some serious creativity or a lot of mistakes for the outcome of this one to change, I think. But it doesn't look like either of those things are going to happen. Banshee's doing a great job here, just playing their game and tucking another one away there, 4-0.
Yeah, definitely. I think at this stage, Celtic Tigers might as well just reset, turn off the head, just think about next game. I think that right now they're just going through the motions. They're really not thinking as well as they should be. And to be honest, the both players on the Celtic Tigers just really not looking as good as they were on the start of the series. But you know what? All it takes is one turnaround. You know, 1 goal here. Maybe the momentum might swing heading into game 7. Of course, you don't often see a game 7, but it's going. I'd say it's very likely to happen at this stage, unless Reen be able to turn this unlucky ball into a goal. But again, dangerous gamer just throws down straight out, and again, Reen's backing off with no boost. Forward doing very well, but just unfortunate again, hitting it off that post. And dangerous gamer with all the space in the world to take that one up his own wall. Dangerous gamer tries to flip it past Reen, but doesn't quite get that contact. Looking for the back end of the vehicle. Reen taking his time, bring this one up. Does get the 50, but again, we just see maybe a bit of misfortune coming out from Cal Tiger well. The ball just really isn't bouncing in their favour. Again, we see a post hit, we see balls flying over all the way. We just can't really get their fortune going. What do you think is going to be going through their head at this stage?
Yeah, they must feel like the world's against them, I tell you. They've hit the post so many times. Had some good chances. They've just been very unfortunate. Obviously, player manager Squid is not on the field right now. He's got all the time in the world to, come up with a plan or think about what to say. If you're in his shoes, Waz, what are you saying? Obviously, as the prospect coach, you need to have these kind of team talks ready to go.
Yeah, oh God, on deck all the time. But it's just, you know what, Squid, like usually when you're looking at a game, you see moments of brilliance coming out from both teams. But Celtic Tigers, if you're just looking at their position, and they're really struggling to just get anything going. It's just Banshees just seem to have an answer for every position on the pitch, every move they're making. And it's just a really disappointing twos game, especially heading into a game 7. You want a really close game to at least have the momentum flowing your way. And we see that miss really just sums up Celtic Tigers' game. Just a silly mistake, and it's just really punishing them. 4-0 loss in the twos. You won't see a much more dominant performance in the 2 series.
No, definitely not. It wouldn't be. You wouldn't see many more bigger mountains than that to climb as well going into a game 7. The lads really need to turn things around here. I think, they'll be having their discussions here. Hopefully, Squid has some words of wisdom, some encouraging words to get them firing out the gate early in this threes game. Because the way things are looking, it's going to be close. And I'm gonna have to say, I see it going the way of the Banshees. They've got all the momentum right now.
Yeah, I think at this stage, I know it's been a reverse sweep, but at this stage, I think it would be an upset for the Banshees to actually lose this year. I think Celtic Tigers will have to do something unseen in this series so far to turn this game around. Squid very quick up to that one into his own. I think it's the opposition right corner. Reen, a player with all the eyes looking at him, a player that knows he has to live up to them expectations if you've seen wants to win. Dave, again playing that first man. You think it's benefiting them, Graha, for Dave to be playing that first man rather than maybe Reen, as Reen just sticks right in the top corner and isn't talking about it?
Yeah, I think Reen very dangerous, but we've seen him hit some long range shots like that throughout the series, and Dave Forehead is doing a fantastic job of closing them down. So I think defensively it's a good decision to have Dave up there number 1, but maybe in terms of getting those goals on the board, Reen might be doing better to push up a little bit and get those chances going.
Yeah, I just see Dave really is struggling just with the mechanical side of things. He's doing a very good job with positioning. He's making sure there's not really many presence from the Banshees heading up through midfield. But of course, as we see, a bad miss. But Liam backflipping in that midfield is really struggling. And Squid is the other really he is. That's a great read from Squid right there, Graha.
Yeah, so a bit of miscommunication, a bit of a double commit there from Forehead and Ryan, but Squid did well to hold it down and get that clear off the backboard, keeping the head, as a player manager should.
Definitely, Ryan. A good 50, but that's going to be awkward for Dave. He will have to deal with it. He does so very well. Gets a pass, all 3 of the Banshees. Jenga retreating this ball over his back wall. A good little air dribble just to ease off that pressure for his team. Does get a 50, but it's not a good one. Ryan's going to be quick up to this one. Does beat it. This is really hard for the Banshees defense. Squid drops a far post off the post, Graha. What? And a demo coming out. This is going to be a very good chance for Jenga. The other puts this one away. Reen, a very good player, is able to get back and defend that chance.
Super job to get back. Yeah, once again the post denying Celtic Tigers. It seems they've got some sort of target on that post there. They're kicking themselves. But look, still a goal up to the good. Minute and a half gone. 3.5 to go.
Squid in his own corner. Does get dunked again by Jenga. Reen quick again out to it. We've seen it similar in the last 3's game with Jenga being a really hard person to get past. Do you think Reen will be able to step up to fill them shoes, or do you think he's going to struggle?
I think if Reen goes for those offensive opportunities more and just kind of sets himself up ready to take those, I think he can get him past them. But Jenga's been a brick wall in defence for sure, the way that things are looking currently.
Definitely. Dangerous. Doesn't quite get that pass for Reen. Again, just being that midfield interceptor. Liam, can he read the back? Well, he can. Puts that out to the left. Does he get the double? He does. That's a very good job by Liam, easing off a lot of pressure on his team. but he just then clear the ball back to Reen. But again, dangerous game, but a very, very good clear. Taking a lot of the boost off Celtic Tigers at this stage. Forehead. Loses that 50, but it's okay as it loses that pad. It goes into his own far corner. Not really much presence on it. Squid does manage to get past that second man. We see Celtic Tigers a lot more this game, Graha. They're really getting past their men a lot better than they were. I think that's
really
really what's
implementing
turning them in
that
their
speed.
favour.
100%. I do think they're the faster team. I think once they're starting to incorporate that speed, they're starting to win those 50s, get the ball past the opposition a lot faster. There's another good 50 there for the side of them. It's just they can get their communication out sorted. A few double commits. They keep this pressure up and essentially take this game.
Definitely. Straight away out to Jenga. It's going to be really hard for Jenga here. He's going for that flip. He does get the flip, but doesn't get that pop he was looking for at the end of it. Dave, putting down into the corner. Doesn't quite get there. Squid following up very, very closely on this one. Staying close. A double commit coming out from Celtic Tigers. The first one of many. One of many from the Celtic Tigers. But you see Banshees just really, they're really struggling to capitalise on these mistakes. And again, another double commit coming out from Celtic Tigers. But again, they're kind of getting that. The little bit of fortune seemed to have turned in their favour this game. Banshees just really aren't in position to capitalise on the mistakes.
Yeah, I think that one goal cushion's doing them a lot of favours. It's going to be hard for the Banshees now here to minute left, get that goal back. You know, game 7 of the final, if the nerves are going at all in the first few games, the nerves are definitely at you now. All to play for. 1 minute to go.
Very, very good save by Jenga there. That would have put the game to bed if he didn't manage to get that one out. A pass, dangerous gamer. Puts it into the Celtic Tigers corner. Dave, very quick out to that. Again, Squid showing off his pace, getting that ball straight past that first man of the Banshees. Squid taking this one up the wall. No boost, won't be able to follow his own. Does not quite get the pre-flip he's looking for, but Dave following up as near post. Reen lobs that one in the top of Lee, makes it off from, but Reen loses that 50 pretty poorly. Dangerous game and puts that out to the side. Yeah, he seemed to just miss out and just wasn't really aware of Liam's positioning. Liam staying on his own back while Reen retreating back, letting Dave forward follow up. Dave nearly finding that top corner grab. What do you think? 20 seconds on the clock. What's going to turn out?
Celtic Tigers really incessant and offensive here with 20 seconds to go. Let's hope they can hold things down in the back here and there's no late upset.
You know, I think everyone in the chat right now is rooting for a Banshees late goal at Game 7 overtime, what we're all looking for, but that will do it. An unbelievable series, Graha. What has happened?
Great series. Down to the wire. They managed to do it. They switched on momentum. They swung it around. Good few chances there. 1-0. Surprised to see that 1-0 at the end. A lot of chances. Some great saves. Some great backboard clears. They really seemed to find their feet at the end there. But yeah, fair play to the lads for coming back. I hadn't wholly discounted them, but we all knew it was quite the job to come out the other side of that after nearly getting reverse swept.
Very, very nearly getting reverse swept, Graha. A 1-0 Game 7. But you know what? It's a really good thing to see because the Celtic Tigers just really showing what they're good at. You know, they show that all season they're getting their results, just following through. They're just getting them points where it matters. And unfortunately for Banshees, who had an unbelievable season, if I'm not mistaken, it was 14-1, was it? Or something like those lines?
It was indeed 14-1. Yep. Hadn't dropped the 3s or 1s game the entire
That's
series.
just what happens, you know.
Yeah.
It's just it all comes down to today. You know, it's a great league play.
Exactly.
Respect to them for that real league play. A very, very dominant league play. But at the end of the day, we see two experienced players and a very mechanical third coming in, and that's just what's going to turn it in their favour. And unfortunately for Banshees, very, very well played to the boys. They played a stellar game in all modes, but they will be coming out empty-handed out of this final. I'm sure they'll be a very disappointed group, but Celtic Tigers, I think, deserved winners coming out with that last threes game, wouldn't you say?
I'd have to agree with you there. Look, the lads can't be too displeased. They had a fantastic league play, and look, making it to the finals as well, absolutely, is quite the achievement, you know. But yeah, it just shows how much teams can actually develop and grow as well as the season goes along. Celtic Tigers, 9 wins, 6 losses. A lot of those losses coming to the Banshees at the very start of the season in week 1, and then coming back to beat them in playoffs, and now to come and beat them in the grand final again. It's just it's that wonder story, you know, the team to come together with the rising star draftee and really make it up there, make it up to the top.
Yeah, and just as we're talking about, we're going to love an interview with the two boys that we are calling, you know, experienced members of the group, Celtic Tigers. Very happy to be here, Squids and Dave. Thank you for joining me, man. What's going through the heads at this point?
Just pure elation.
I'm sure.
it's a weird feeling. It's been a long wait. It's been a long wait for me. So it feels good. Feels amazing right now.
I'm just glad that I redeemed my horrendous season of last one. So I'm over the moon.
I'm sure you are, Squid. And I'll head straight over to you. A player manager for Celtic Tigers. I'm sure you brought up Reen from Rising Star. How do you think he played today? Do you think he really lived up to your expectations, if not above and beyond?
Well, I've played with Ryan. Played with Ryan quite a lot over the past couple of months. He's a really good guy, a really good player. In a couple of seasons, in a couple of the series, he went way over above and beyond, like coming out with over 1,000 points a game. Um, Today, nerves set in for all three of us, but everyone played really, really well, and I'm just super happy that I got to play with the lads.
Yeah, really. I just want to congratulate you so much because I know how hard it is being 3-0 up and then managing to let that lead slip to 3-all. That game 7, I'm sure nerves are flying through. And what
We were
about you, Dave?
just trying to get some entertainment, obviously.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was. I'm sure, and I'm sure Dave, you've been in the limelight quite a lot, questioning your mechanics, questioning what you can do. But I think in the ones today, you were very, very unfortunate with the result. I think if things were going your way a little bit more, I think you really could have come out on top. Do you think yourself you could have had that win?
Yeah. It was definitely one of them ones games where it could have swung either way, 100%. That was really tricky, but fair play to Liam for sticking it out, and he did get the win there. Yeah, no, it was a really tough series, like you said, actually. And I felt fairly responsible considering I was involved in both the ones and the twos that we dropped. So yeah, it was tricky. It was tricky getting back into it, but nah, I mean, a super win, and yeah, look, the ones was tough. And to answer your question properly, I'd like to think I've proved some people I still have a little juice left, a little something going on. But it was a tough series, 100%.
And yeah, I'm not sure, Squid, but it's unofficial at this stage. But I think you might be the first player manager to actually win a tier. And I'm sure if that is true, I'm sure you'd be ecstatic with that achievement. That's a very, very hard achievement for anyone to get.
I'm not sure if it is the first time, but if it is, I would like a role in the Discord, please.
It's a very close one. If not first, it's one of very, very few. We head over to you, Reen. You played a blinder today. You've done a lot of things. Very surprised to see you play in that defensive third man type role. I'm not really used to seeing that a lot. Do you think that's something that you've kind of thought going into the game was going to be work best, and maybe it worked out well for you in the end, anyways? But do you think that was a before game thought, or do you think it kind of happened in the moment?
It just happened in the moment. The last game, game 7, I just defensive, clearing up like a garage.
Clearing up like a
Not,
Garrett. You played out of your mind. I think you're way above and beyond Garrett. I'm sure. I'm sure there'll be squishy comments in the chat here. I'll hand it over to Gran. I'm sure he has a few questions to ask each of you, and I appreciate you answering my questions, of course.
Yeah, I put a lot of weight on the team talk there going into Game 7, Squid, and the importance of that. Do you have any wise words for the lads? Any words of encouragement? What was the general vibe? What were the thoughts going into Game 7 there?
You could kind of tell that tensions were kind of building going into Game 7. Everyone was kind of freaking out, and I've never seen Ryan play the third man role either, so I find it a bit weird. I put that down to nerves as well, but we still managed to pull out ahead, and the better team won.
Absolutely, can't dispute that. Yeah.
Yeah, Cans, the better team won.
And what do you guys think really swung that game 7 in your favour? Do you think it was that one goal cushion, or do you think the game flow was just kind of in your favour throughout the game? You're just doing things better than you were in the second threes game that you managed to lose.
I'm gonna say something controversial here. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like we've been the best trees team across the season. The only team I think we definitely lost our trees to the Banshees in our first week of the season, and I think we've grown massively since, and it showed there in that final. We lost the trees in the middle, but we won the other two, which was massive, and I think a lot of people didn't expect that. And if you look at the points in particular in the league table, the Banshees flew into the lead. They were a solid like 12 points ahead of us, but we kept going, and we kept grinding out. We got better as the season went on. So I think, uh, honestly, I've half forgotten your question at this point. My head is in bits over what's happened. I'm still struggling to get over it. But yeah, I think one thing I would like to mention is yes, the Banshees were a very good team. Of course, they were to make it to the final, but I think we really showed tonight that we are the best threes team in this ascending start here.
Yeah, I'd have to definitely agree. And you know what? I think with that statement alone, the best Trees team in the Selling Start here, I think we'll wrap it up here. I just want to say huge congratulations for myself and Graha here. We had really enjoyed watching the matches. Very, very close games. He's done really, really well in all factors. And really, really good to look at. And especially good thanks to the Banshees, of course. Really well deserved second place. I think. I think you did top them in a few aspects today, but the Banshees put on a mighty, mighty show. And I just want to congratulate them as well. Coming second, never an easy feat, but a very good team came second. A very dominant display in league play. And I think in the end, these were the two best teams in the league. And again, congratulations to you, Squid, coming out with that #1 team. Well done.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Perfect. Enjoy. I'll leave you off to celebrating. We'll see who
Thank
the
you.
MVP is in a couple of days' time. Enjoy, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
lad.
Thank you.
Perfect. Everyone gone apart from Dave, of course. You just never leave at the right time. All right, Grant. I think that'll wrap it wrap it up for us. Yeah, that'll do. Wrap
You
it
get
up
a bit
for us.
tired, Waz.
I'm very tired, very tired. Right. We'll end it here. I really appreciate you coming on. Very good cast, very interesting match. Hopefully you felt the same, and I'd love to do it again some other time.
Absolutely, 100%. Cheers for having me, and cheers to everyone for watching. GG's.
Appreciate it, guys. Enjoy. Make sure you hit the follow